Spell your last name.
Carreras.
You have an arrest warrant out of Casa Grande Justice Court on a suspended license charge. Listed bond on his warrant is $2,016. I'm gonna reduce that to $500. Your next court date is December 2nd at 9 a.m. And it looks like you have a probation hold, so you're gonna be held on that regardless. You're excused.
Okay. If you mind me asking, Your Honor, I apologize, but I thought I had cleared that that matter up.
I can't tell you anything about it. All I see is the warrant. Okay? You have to talk
Okay.
to the judge there about that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Pardon?
Go ahead. Sir,
Hello, what's your name?
my name's Kobe Ray Hartnett, sir.
Okay. You have an arrest warrant out of Yuma Justice Court on a DUI case from 2019. Bond listed on this warrant is $5,000. I'm gonna reduce that to 1,000. Your next court date is December 1st at 1 p.m. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, can I bond out from here to this jail? Cause I'm getting bailed out Thursday. Can I, if I pay the extra 1,000, can I? Yes, okay, okay, thank you.
Sure. Good evening. What's your name?
Darknaz Valiani. Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. So, okay. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a trespassing charge. And you have holds. You have a felony hold as well as a Tucson City Court hold. You're released on this misdemeanor trespassing case. Court date is December 1st at 8:30. If you're still in custody on the other charges, that will likely be adjusted. You're excused.
Misdemeanor, stand up, and go read your file. go sit up front and attention. I look there, no, they don't come back and sit.
Hello, what's your name?
Jane Griffins.
Okay.
Found out no, it's later.
All right, sir, you have, you're charged with, possession of drug paraphernalia, Pima County Justice Court. Order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the incident location. You're released on this case with a court date of December 1st at 8:30 a.m., Pima County Justice Court. You have some cases in Tucson City Court. This is You're charged for possession of drug paraphernalia in Tucson City Court. This one is from August of 2024. You failed to appear. Two drug paraphernalias from August of 2024. You failed to appear on that as well. June of this year, possession of drug paraphernalia, you failed to appear. On the Tucson City Court cases, $500 bond. The public defender is reappointed and all prior conditions of release remain in effect. Video review is scheduled for November 25th at 1:45. If you bond out, December 18th, 9 o'clock would be your out of custody date at Tucson City Court. You're excused.
Back out the door down the stairs. Christina. In the pantry.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Christina Campbell.
Okay. Oh. That's why. Give that back. Tucson City Court, you were charged back in August with criminal trespass. You failed to appear. September of this year, you were charged with soliciting and failure to appear. Soliciting, this is also from September, failure to appear. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to any of the locations where you were arrested. I'm gonna release you on these city court charges, but I am going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. And your next court date will be December 19th. Wait a minute. Is that the correct date, December 19th? Yeah. Okay. 9 o'clock, Tucson City Court. You may be in custody on something else, which case you will not be transported to city court, but the public defender will be at the court date. Pima County Justice Court, you have an arrest warrant for shoplifting. I'm appointing attorney Alexander Ball to represent you on that $200 bond. And you're gonna be seen on that tomorrow at 1 p.m. You're excused.
Sorry.
Hello, what's your name?
Tyler McClendon.
Okay, one moment. Okay, Tucson City Court, you were arrested back in August of 2023 for drug paraphernalia and prescription only drug violation. You failed to appear in court. Drug paraphernalia, this one is from March of 2024, also failed to appear in court. And drug paraphernalia from March of 2024, you failed to appear on that one as well. Don't possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. You also have a couple of other matters, Youngtown Municipal Court. You were charged with shoplifting, failed to appear, $155 bond is listed. Court date on that matter is December 1st at 2:00. You have a case of possession of drug paraphernalia. This is a new case, Pima County Justice Court. $200 bond. Attorney Alexander Ball is appointed to represent you. You're going to be seen tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. on video. On the Tucson City Court matters, you are released on those. I am appointing the city public defender to represent you on the city charges. And I'm setting what's called a non-transport review. Your attorney for the city will be there representing you. You will not be transported to that court date, December 19th, 9:00. Someone from the city public defender's office should be out to see you soon. You're excused.
Hey. Alan. Alan. Hey. Hey. Look. Sure.
Okay. You may have to remind me. of that. Hello, what's your name?
Troy Andres Alan,
Spell your last name.
ALLAN.
So. Cool. So.
First name Troy.
Yes,
All right, so let's see. Today you were cited for trespassing and shoplifting. And you were cited for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia on October 29th. These are in Tucson City Court. And you failed to appear. Criminal trespass and shoplifting, October 31st of this year. Then you have some older cases that you were already seen on, and you were represented by a public defender that they withdrew. Bond is set in the amount of $250. Don't go back to any of the incident locations or have any contact with any victims, and do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm setting a video review. I'm appointing the city public defender to represent you and setting a city video review for November 24th at 1:45. If you bond out, it'll still remain the same, but you be there in person. Someone from the city public defender should be out to see you. You're excused.
Get up. Jonathan.
Hello, what's your name?
Jonathan Chavez.
Chavez. Okay. 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence, don't possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not have contact of any kind with Susan Chavez or Carlos Chavez. Stay away from their residence and respective workplaces, with the exception that you get a one-time return visit with a law enforcement officer to get your belongings. Your release with these conditions, your court date at Tucson City Court is December 16th at 2 p.m. You're excused.
Cordova.
Hello, what is your name?
Celso Cordova.
Okay, one moment. Okay, you've got a couple cases that you've already been staying on. You got a new case. This is from today, contempt of court and 3 counts of disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the alleged victims and stay away from the incident location.
Yes, sir.
No alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons.
10-4. Yes, sir.
Bond is set in the amount of 2,500. And the city public defender is appointed to represent you. We're gonna set a video review for November 25th at 1:45. You already have a court date, pre-trial on one case and a bench trial setting on another case for November 21st. We're vacating those. Be represented by the city public defender on all of your cases. If you post the bond and are out of custody before November 25th, then we'll set out of custody date December 11th at 2 p.m.
So I'm gonna stay in custody.
If you don't post the $2,500 bond, you will stay in custody. If you do
Mhm.
post it, you will be released.
Lose my job, Your Honor.
No. The intent is not to lose your job, but the intent is to protect those that you allegedly victimized. You're excused.
Copperfield. Move.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Luke Letner.
Okay. Thank you. Charged with domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment. And you have a pending case that you've been seeing on excessive speed and some other civil failure to show driver's license or ID, suspended license, no valid license. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. And we're going to set a court date for you for January 6th. At 1:30. and will vacate the previous date of December 30th.
Okay.
Okay, you're excused.
Edgar,
Yes, sir. Hello, good afternoon.
Name?
Edgar Mesa.
Okay, one moment.
You can turn the sound down and get it.
You're charged with domestic violence assault, no injury, criminal damage, and disorderly, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. In order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You are
Okay.
released from custody with that condition, and your court date at Tucson City Court is December 19th at 9 o'clock.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're excused.
Have a blessed day. Appreciate your time.
All right.
Excuse me. Chairman.
Hello, what's your name?
Paviel Pacheco.
Okay, one moment. You're charged with 2 counts of domestic violence assault, no injury. You're not to possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. Do not have contact of any kind with Juliana Pacheco and stay away from her home and workplace. I'm releasing you from custody with these conditions. If the two of you reside in the same residence, you get a one-time return visit to get your belongings, but with a police escort. Your release, December 18th, 9 o'clock is your court date at Tucson City Court. You're excused.
Joshua.
Sure. Hello, what is your name?
Joshua Rodriguez.
Okay, sir, you are charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. These are new charges. And you have a pending charge in Tucson City Court, threats and intimidation. I believe there's someone on this call that wishes to speak. If so, identify yourself and go ahead and make your statement only about conditions of release.
Hello, this is Isabella Rodriguez, Your Honor.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead and speak about your wishes for conditions of release.
I wish for him to be released into a rehab. I would really like for my brother to be in a rehab. He's a very good brother. He's a very good person, very good man. He has always been a very good brother to me. But him drinking so much and apparently getting into drugs when he met this girl, I don't know. But I would really wish for him to just be in a rehab center and be placed there against his will. If he does not want to go, I just think he needs help, and I think he needs a psych evaluation, honestly.
Okay. Do you have any, well, whether he goes to rehab is going to be up to him. Do you wish to have contact with him?
If he would like to call me at any point and talk to me, yes.
Okay. How about returning to your home?
I don't think it's a good idea unless he goes to rehab, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm ordering, sir, that you not possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. I'm also ordering that you attend substance abuse counseling as a condition of release. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons. No contact with Isabella Rodriguez except by telephone, and do not return to her home or workplace. You get a one-time return visit with a law enforcement escort to get your personal belongings from the residence. If you're released with these conditions, your court date is December 18th at 2 p.m. Tucson City Court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're excused.
So I'm going home.
Michael?
Hello, what is your name?
Michael Amarias.
This is also one of the victims. All right. John Maria, you are. All right, I think I'm gonna omit the reading of the charges. You will have them on your paperwork. I am gonna order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. And let me see what the recommendation is. Who is the person on the call that wishes to speak? Identify yourself, and you may speak only as to your desire as to conditions of release.
Hi, my name is David Amarias. I'm his son.
Okay.
I mean, I just like him to come home. I mean, there's nothing else to be said, really.
Okay. All right. I'm going to release you, sir, with the conditions that I've already mentioned. Tucson City Court, December 17th, 9 a.m. You're excused.
Princess Floyd. Go down the stairs. You see the tan shirt. No, this one. Yeah.
Hello, what's your name?
Francisco Marquez.
Judge, this one's mine, Mark Resnick, on behalf of Mr. Marcus.
Who's speaking?
This is Mark Resnick on behalf of Mr. Marquez.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you going to be representing him throughout or just for tonight?
Just for tonight, but probably throughout. We're just working that out.
Okay. All right. The charges are domestic violence, sexual assault, domestic violence, sexual abuse, domestic violence stalking, and burglary in the second degree. The state is recommending a bond of $100,000 with pretrial services supervision if posted. At a minimum, I'm ordering no contact with Kate Tovar, stay away from her home and workplace. Don't commit any act of domestic violence. No firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'll hear you, Mr. Resnick, as to your as to the conditions of release proposed by the state.
Yes, Judge. We obviously have no problem with the no contact order and the rest of the stuff. It's the bond that I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
So I was contacted about this case on Saturday. Prior to the arrest, we provided the detectives with a significant amount of exculpatory information, which appears to have just been, I guess, ignored because within 24 hours, they just said, well, he's got to turn himself in. So he did. He hired counsel. He turned himself in. He met them at the jail today. He is not a flight risk. He's not a risk to reoffend. Like I said, we've provided a great deal of exculpatory information, and one of the things that the detectives wanted was his phone, which we were also willing to turn over so that it could be downloaded to provide additional exculpatory information. So I would ask you, Judge, to consider just releasing him to ROR with the no contact order. He has no intention or desire to speak to this woman again. Thank you.
Let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, put simply, this is indicative of a extremely dangerous individual. He has been accused of assaulting somebody in the worst possible way while this person was allegedly under the influence and incapacitated. As far as counsel giving what they consider exculpatory evidence, I'm sure that's how they qualify it. But honestly, the police proceeded to move forward anyhow. So it doesn't seem terribly exculpatory because we find ourselves here today.
Judge.
Given the allegations of not only sexual assault, sexual abuse, we've got DV strangling and DV stalking. This person has ticked all the marks for an extreme danger to the community. And given that lack of criminal history or not, these are charges that carry mandatory prison time. We consider the individual flight risk and a danger to the community.
All right, thank you. In addition to what I already said, $100,000 bond, December 1st, 1:30, and pending your notice of appearance, Mr. Resnick, the legal defender is appointed. Your excuse, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You sorry? Did I see her? What number is she? Okay, just give me a moment to settle this one and then we'll address that. Can we see Christina Campbell? What did I see her on already?
Beg your pardon, Your Honor. Did you need to see Christina Campbell one more time?
Yes.
Certainly, we will treat her now. Is after this arrestee good for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Lose.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Say it again.
We're going to lose.
Spell your last name for me.
HRNDZ.
Okay. Angeline. All right, one moment.
Yeah.
All right, you have, um, a new case of domestic violence assault, no injury. And you have some previous cases that are in warrant status, drug paraphernalia from April, shopping, criminal damage, and relieving yourself in public, from July, and indecent exposure. I'm gonna order that you have no contact with Joseph Paromi and stay away from his home and workplace. If you reside together, you get a one-time return visit to, with a law enforcement escort to get your personal belongings. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. No firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of $500. The city public defender is appointed, uh, on the new charge, reappointed on the other charges. And we're gonna set a video review. November 26th, 1:30. If you bond out and are out of custody by then, it'll still be the same court date at Tucson City Court, but you should be there in person. The city public defender will be representing you. You're excused.
No.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Christina Campbell.
Okay, apparently I missed a couple of matters earlier. You got a warrant for drug paraphernalia at Justice Court, $100 bond. You're represented by Alexander Ball, and you're going to be seen on that tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And a new charge of drug paraphernalia. No alcohol or drugs, don't return to the incident location. And this one also carries a $100 bond. Attorney Ball will be representing you. And again, your court date on all these matters is November 18th at 1 o'clock. Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, what's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for the interruption. This is the Spanish court interpreter, and I believe he is the Spanish speaker.
Okay, I'm trying to get his name straight and I'm not, the audio is not very good.
May I ask him
Yes,
his name, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Señor José, ¿me puede dar su nombre, por favor?
José Espinosa.
José Ángel Carrillo Espinosa.
Sí.
Okay. All right, I don't have the Espinosa part on the paperwork here. Okay. You have an arrest warrant on a trespassing charge. The bond listed on the warrant is $300. I'm reducing
Bueno,
that.
sí.
Go ahead.
Bueno, señor, usted tiene una orden de arresto porque se le acusa de entrada ilegal y la fianza descrita en esa orden de arresto son de $300. Y dice el juez, estoy pensando en reducir la fianza.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'm reducing that to $200. This case is from 2022. And I'm
Le voy a reducir la fianza a $200 y este caso se remonta al año 2022.
I'm appointing attorney Gary Grinkovich to represent you, and you're going to be seen tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. at Pima County Justice Court on video.
Bueno, señor, le voy a asignar al abogado Gary Grankovich para que lo represente en este asunto. Usted va a tener una audiencia el día de mañana a la 1 de la tarde, va a ser en Justice Court y va a ser por video. Okay.
You have a new charge of trespassing. That's also in Justice Court. Don't have contact with the victim and don't go back to the location.
Bueno, y también tiene una nueva acusación por entrada ilegal y también esa orden salió de Justice Court. Se le ordena a usted que no debe de tener contacto con la víctima y tampoco puede regresar al lugar del incidente. Okay.
Don't possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs.
Okay. Se le ordena que no puede poseer bebidas alcohólicas ni tampoco drogas ilegales. So when is my next court date?
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. This one is also a $200 bond, and Mr. Grinkovich will be on that case as well.
Bueno, señor, va a ser mañana la audiencia a la 1 de la tarde y en este último caso que le mencioné también le voy a fijar fianza de $200 y el abogado Gary Brinkowicz también va a representarlo. Okay.
Okay, you're excused.
Es todo por hoy. Se puede retirar. Gracias. Thank you.
Okay. Roman.
And Your Honor, I believe that was the only Spanish speaker for tonight. Can we check with the jail?
Can the jail verify no other Spanish speakers for tonight?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, you're excused then. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Roman Armenta.
Okay. Mr. Armenta, you are charged with misconduct involving weapons, possessing weapon by prohibited possessor. The state's recommending a $50,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted at a minimum, I'm ordering no alcohol or illegal drugs and don't possess any firearms or other weapons.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we will hear from defense counsel as to the bond request.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a significant reduction in that bond amount. Mr. Armenta is 20 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He's also a 2 on the NCA scale, 1 on the FTA scale. That puts him at a level 1 nonviolent. And under the release matrix for pretrial services, there's a presumption for release to pretrial services. I'll also note that Mr. Armenta is unemployed, so any bond would have the impact of holding him in custody.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, state maintains its position of $50,000. This person admitted as such, essentially, that he was party to a homicide. And I see the dangerous weapon. This is a mandatory prison time, and there looks to be a history here.
Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $30,000. December 1st, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Devin. Go out the door. Go out the door. Go out the door.
Hello, what's your name?
Devin Borgie.
Let's see. You're charged with organized retail theft, aggravated shoplifting. We're gonna order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not return to any Target store. And the state's recommending $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a significant reduction in that bond amount. Mr. Borgie has lived here for 5 years and he is currently homeless and unemployed. Any bond would have the impact of holding him in custody at this time.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, it would appear that this individual has made the most of his time in Tucson being a chronic shoplifter. And we're looking at the fact that he seems to be stealing for the purposes of reselling off for funds for, given the fact that it's 100-acre woods, one can only surmise it's drugs. So, Your Honor, the state stands by the $7,500 recommendation.
All right. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. December 1st, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused, sir.
So, I'm not getting up. Luis.
Good evening. What's your name?
Good evening, Luis Cofroy.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Luis Esteban Cofroy.
Got it. Thank you. So there is a grand jury warrant, Maricopa County Superior Court. Charges listed are conspiracy, illegally conducting an enterprise, sales and or transportation for sale of a narcotic drug, fentanyl, in an amount over the statutory threshold. The bond listed on this warrant is 25,000. I'm gonna order that do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or the weapons, and don't have contact with any co-defendants. Don't go back to any of the locations. Bond is set in the amount of 25,000. And you have a court date of December 17th at 9 a.m. You're excused.
Nicholas.
Hello, what's your name?
Nicholas Lopez.
All right, you have a couple of matters here. You have an arrest warrant out of Graham County Superior Court. Dangerous drug possession and drug paraphernalia. And listing a bond of $5,000. And then you also have a new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. On the Graham County matter, $5,000 bond, December 17th, 9 o'clock. Will be your review hearing if you're still in custody. And the new charge is a misdemeanor drug paraphernalia. $250 bond. Gary Krinkovich is appointed to represent you. Court date is tomorrow at 1 p.m. on video at Pima County Justice Court. And you have some Tucson City Court cases as well. November 12th, you were cited for criminal trespass, possession of drug paraphernalia, and prescription-only drugs. October 12th of this year, criminal trespass and failure to appear. Order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not return to the location of these incidents. No contact with alleged victim. And I'm releasing you on the city court charges. I am appointing the city public defender and setting what's called a non-transport review. The public defender will be in court representing you, but you will not be present at that court date. December 19th, 9 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Terry.
hello, what's your name?
Sherry Thomas.
All right, one moment. You have both felony and misdemeanor cases. Felony matters are criminal trespass first degree. We're going to order that you not return to the location. Don't have contact with the alleged victim. No alcohol or drugs and no firearms or other weapons. State's recommending that I hold you on a $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Ms. Thomas. I'll note that she has no history of any felonies on her record. She's lived in Tucson 25 years, so she does have strong community ties, and she is disabled and likely living on a fixed income.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, if indeed she is living on a fixed income, that would presume she has an income. And from what the state can ascertain from all these records, she seems to be a chronic home invader that lives where she wants and then blames the police when she is ousted from them for, quote, making her homeless, unquote, per the interim complaint. Anybody with a residence is at risk of a person like this, and this is not a risk that the community should bear. $7,500.
Bond is set in the amount of $7,500. The legal defender is appointed. December 1st, 1:30 is your court date. As for your misdemeanor cases, you have numerous cases in Tucson City Court. I'll note the felony hold. You've already been seen on these cases, various charges, drug paraphernalia and trespassing, threats and intimidation, disorderly conduct, and assault.
Move out my hand.
Disorderly conduct, trespassing, and another trespassing and drug paraphernalia. All prior conditions of release remain in effect. Don't have contact with any alleged victims. Stay away from all the incident locations. No alcohol or illegal drugs and no firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of $750. The city public defender is appointed. And we're going to set a video review for November 25th at 1:45. if you're out of custody on everything, December 16th, 9 a.m. would be your out of custody date at Tucson City Court. And this is assigned to
What date? December 2nd.
Okay, I believe that covers it. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, he said that December 6th was.
Hello, what's your name?
Alejandro Young.
Mr. Young, you're charged with weapons misconduct, burglary, third degree, and theft of means of transportation. I'm ordering no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not have contact with the alleged victim or return to the incident locations. It's like you have a probation hold, and the state is asking me to hold you on a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from the defense counsel.
I got a question, Your Honor. Is it a secure bond?
We haven't gotten that far yet, sir. Let's hear
Sorry about
from
that.
let's hear from the defense attorney.
Your Honor, given that Mr. Young is being held without bond on a probation violation, I do believe that a bond would be warranted in this case. I would ask for a more nominal bond, noting that Mr. Young has no recent failures to appear and he is currently unemployed.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna set bond in the amount of 10,000, and that will be cash or secured. December 1st, 1:30, public defender appointed, and I believe that covers everything. You're excused. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.